I'm going to show you both the analytics tab and the charts. For the analytics, as you see here, you can easily see where your page are performing, how your QR code are performing. And this applies particularly when you paste a QR code somewhere in the page. On a separate note, we do have the seller tab that we will be touching also, but this has a different set. So to go back, that's analytics. You can export your analytics. You can export it as a PDF or as a CSV. You can reset it. You can select either from for a period of time last year to now, okay, and see your different metrics, and also delete either by history, okay, or delete by period, where you can choose which period you want to delete your analytics. To go next, I'm gonna go on the shorts, and now on the shorts you have a lot of packed options. You have digital business card generator. You have your advanced URL and logo QR. That's where you can make your custom QR with your logo, with your colors, your brand colors, and you can also set up here your shorten the long link that you have, and you have also a payment link generator. This is only used when you have an account with a wallet app in order to use this option. Other than that, you have the integration over here with WP-Form checkout, where you can embed wallet app as a payment option within WP-Form checkout. You have also here a payer page. In French, payer, we say payer, which means to pay. So payer here, or payer, okay, that will be pretty much the same principle like donations, but here it will be much more for collecting payment instead of donations. And over here you have a payer QR code generator, same thing as donation. You can generate a QR code, and if I click on generate over here, it will generate for you a QR code that you can simply paste, share, or download to whosoever you need or want. Now let's go back to our digital business QR, the card generator. Over here, you fill out all your info. So let's do that. Okay, so here you have a few options where you can change your color, the color of your QR code. So we're gonna choose this one from here, pick from our logo color, and you have also the background you can change. You choose your logo over here by simply clicking on over here, and we're gonna say circle. We're gonna say hide the little background with the white, and the border we're gonna increase it a little bit, and yeah, and we're gonna say generate business card. So once it's filled, it generates the business card. The person will be able to you can share your business card right here. You can either download the digital business card right here, or you can simply download the QR code itself, or download the V card, and here somebody scan, and directly it will be able to have all your info all at once, which is a very great tool when you do things like 101, and then you go to places where people will not necessarily keep your business card, because there's a lot of business card, but over here the person has your info directly into the phone, and you can set it up as much as you need without having to pay any additional cost. That's the key. And all the info are contained within your own server. You don't have to worry about privacy issues because somebody is having your info, whatever. You have all in your own server. This is really a great addition. Now, on the next one here, I want to show you, it is our advanced URL and logo QR tools. Over here, you have like oftentimes short, long, URL that you're trying to share to people, or you're trying to shorten your URL, and what you're doing is that you're using somebody else with a random domain name. Your business is a cafe.com, and then you using a random business name that has kind of like an alphabet inside, and people will not always connect to it. It's not easy, so it's not also preferable. And on the top of it, with our system, what you do, you control all. You don't have to worry about how many people will have to click, how long it has to stay on, all those things, we just cut them short, and then we make you in control of all and everything. So we come back here on our basic. All you got to do here is to paste your actual URL that you want to shorten. So we're gonna use the LinkedIn as promotional. Okay, when I say QR code, campaign, you can do as many as you need, and you go under Advanced, the tab Advanced, which is under your tab URL Shortener Pro, and you have a sub tab. Okay, so over here you can use a custom URL shortener. Okay, instead of having a randomized number, you can put over here something that will be particular. Okay, I will say here LinkedIn, okay, and LinkedIn one, and I will say, hey, I want the link to expire either in 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, 30 days, or 1 year, or never. That's a great addition because most of the other options over there, you have it outside of your own domain and you cannot control. And if you have it, you have to pay more money, and then your data are all exposed to third parties. Over here is all control over and under your own system. This is very important. This is adds a full control for your privacies, and you hit on never expire. Okay, and you're gonna say shorten the URL. Once it's shortened, you have here the ability to use it as a marketing tools, as outreach, as a campaign. And if you go under history right here, you have all your URL that were over here generated that are all here. If you click over here, okay, in this little icon, you will be able to have a tracker to see how many people been clicking on and so forth. So we're gonna use here an example of going under. We're gonna go back under history, and we're gonna say this one, for instance, that we have made just for a purpose of testing. And you click over here, so you have the total of clicks that will come in. Okay, now if I go back and I go under, once you create your QR code and I go, you are able to create also a logo, a QR code with your logo inside. Okay, well, once you do your shortened URL, excuse me, so you can create over here the QR code and paste. You're gonna copy your URL. You're gonna paste it right here, and he's gonna generate for you the QR code. But great things is you can put your logo inside. That's really important. Put your logo and brand it according to your company. And user sees it, they have the trust, they know who that is, they click on it, they know exactly this is your URL showing. It's not a random XYZ coming up. It's rather your domain name with your brand, which is very important for customer retention and conversion. So you come over here, meaning people will be able to trust that this is coming from you, not just a random hack something. So over here, you have the ability to put on your logo. You go on the logo, and you're gonna click on upload logo. So we're gonna remove the transparent. We're gonna say, hey, we want a circle shape. Okay, beautiful, and put a white background, and say generate QR code again. And now we have our QR code generated with our logo right inside. We can increase the size all the way to the max if we want, and we still have a readable, scannable QR code, which is very important. And on basic, we can go back and change over here the colors based on our logo. So we're gonna come here, choose from this one, gonna darken it a little bit, okay, and then hit back our generate QR code. We have also the option to change the background and all that. So that's how great you can use those tools. And from here, you can download it, you can share with other people, and that's your branded QR code. Very, very important for marketing, for customer retention, for branding, and for also being able to affirm your company face in the public. So the next thing over here is our payment link generator. So what it does, once you have filled out all, it will generate for you a link. So let's do that. So now let's go generate it. and you have your QR code and also your generated link. So you have a short link that is provided that you can copy and give to whosoever is needed in order to pay the bill or make a payment of your invoice. So this again is if you have an account with a wallet app. So let's go there to see. So it comes out, and there you go. So now your user will be able to directly go in and select the payment method this quick, and he can simply make his payment because the fields are already pre-filled with his different info that you have put over here. Okay, now the next one is our WP form integration. So the way it works is that you have to have WP form first. Okay, if you don't have WP form, it won't work. So you want to make sure that you have WP form, which is an app, a plugins. Over here, we're gonna go look to our forms. So we're gonna come here and go in our form fields. Now, the way it works with WP form is that where, okay, the transaction type is set and where the payment total is set, you can make a choice to select those ones or skip all of these ones, okay, and simply come and click on enable integration. And you're gonna say you want to place your particular short code after the payment method or whatever ID that you have. So let's go back for a better example. Let's come back to our WP form. So the easiest way is once you open the your form, you will say where you want to have the particular in the progress, okay, of your form, where you want to have the particular code for the wallet app checkout with your WP form. It will be needed of a HTML code block. That will be something that is only available with WP Form Pro. So you will click on this one to create a HTML block. That will be the same thing if you would do directly with our system. Once you have done so, you can save it, and then we're gonna preview this. So now that we have it filled up, now go next, and it will generate your QR code this way with a value that is existing over here in your payment form. So if we change this one and then we say 764 and we go back, the 764 that is okay from the value, and once the person paid, he put over here his account, and then he proceed. So this form will bring in all those info on your dashboard, so you will be able to see on your dashboard you was paid with wallet app, and then you can now follow to see which payment was received. Now for info is that the P2P system, most of them don't have a end-to-end payment, so it's pretty much a manual process, but it's also a way of giving an option to your consumer or customers to make payment. Some will, it will be the same thing as sending a check in. That will be the same principle. People are still sending checks in, so you will want to make sure that you receive the money before you complete the transaction. Some people are operating with a wire, so that will be pretty much your same principle as you add these options to cards and other type of payment. Okay, so that will be all for now. We're gonna go to a next video.